Imagine waking up one day and realizing the world sounds muffled. But do you know that fading sound might also be fading your memory? Here's the truth. Untreated hearing loss is now the #1 modifiable risk factor for dementia. That's not a guess. That's from the Lancet Commission on Brain Health. And yet millions of seniors are walking around thinking it's just normal aging. Meanwhile, their brain is shrinking silently. But don't panic, because today I'm giving you 7 powerful science-backed ways to escape both hearing loss and dementia. These are practical, proven strategies that protect not just your ears, but your mind, your independence, and your joy in life. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, you can't afford to miss this. Because when you protect your hearing, you preserve your memories. You might think hearing is just about your ears, but it's actually deeply tied to your brain. When you listen to someone speak, your ears simply capture the sound. But it's your brain that decodes it, processes it, and gives it meaning. Now here's the problem. When hearing starts to fade, even just a little, your brain has to work harder just to understand simple words. Over time, that constant strain steals energy from other vital functions like memory, decision-making, and focus. But it's important we know the causes of hearing loss in seniors, in order to guide against some preventable causes. Because prevention is always better than cure. Causes of hearing loss in seniors. 1. Age-related degeneration, presbycusis. This is the most common cause after 60. As we age, the tiny hair cells in the inner ear, which help transmit sound to the brain, begin to break down. 2. Chronic exposure to loud noise. Years of loud music, power tools, generators, or traffic noise take their toll. Noise damages the delicate inner ear structures, and the effect is permanent. 3. Earwax buildup, cerumen impaction. Surprisingly common and very treatable. Too much wax blocks the ear canal, muffling sound. 4. Medication. Side effects, ototoxic drugs. Some medications are toxic to the ear, especially when used over time or in high doses. Common culprits. Certain antibiotics, gentamicin, chemotherapy drugs, high-dose aspirin, loop diuretics like furosemide. 5. Circulatory issues. Your ears depend on steady blood flow. Poor circulation from high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease can damage the inner ear. 6. Infections or illnesses. Ear infections, meningitis, mumps, and autoimmune conditions can damage hearing. Even untreated colds can affect hearing temporarily. 7. Genetic or family history. Some forms of hearing loss run in families and may appear or worsen with age. 8. Head trauma or ear injury. A fall, accident, or even aggressive cleaning with cotton swabs can damage the ear structure. Scientific scans have shown that seniors with untreated hearing loss have faster shrinkage in the auditory and memory centers of the brain, especially the hippocampus, which is crucial for storing new memories. And it gets worse. When you can't hear well, you start to withdraw from conversations, avoid social events, and stop engaging fully with life. That isolation, it's toxic. Studies show that seniors with hearing loss are up to 3 times more likely to develop dementia. Not because their memory was weak, but because their brain wasn't being stimulated enough. It's like leaving a powerful machine idle. It starts to rust. But the good news is, this is not permanent. You can stop this decline. You can protect your brain. And in the next section, I'll show you 7 ways to do exactly that. Starting today. Ready? Let's go break free from the silent trap. Here's how to protect your ears and your mind. Get annual hearing checks. Let's start with the obvious, but most ignored. After 60, you must check your hearing once a year, just like your blood pressure or sugar. Why? Because hearing loss creeps in quietly. A 2020 Lancet report ranked hearing loss as the #1 preventable risk factor for dementia, even above smoking and diabetes. Book a simple audiogram test yearly. If your vision matters, so does your hearing. Treat mild loss early. Many seniors delay hearing aids, thinking, "I'm not that bad yet." But here's the shocker. A 2023 Johns Hopkins study found that treating mild hearing loss with hearing aids reduced dementia risk by 48%. Think of them not as gadgets but brain shields. They don't just help you hear, they keep your brain active, engaged and sharp. Don't wait for severe. If the test says you need support, get it. Protect ears from loud noise. Your ears are delicate. Once those tiny hairs inside the inner ear are damaged, they don't grow back. Regular exposure to loud generators, traffic, or headphones on full blast can trigger permanent damage. If you have to raise your voice to talk, it's too loud. Use earplugs in noisy places. Keep music under 60% volume. Choose noise-cancelling headphone. Feed the brain and ear. Good hearing needs good nutrition. Omega-3s from salmon, walnuts, flaxseed improve circulation to the inner ear. Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve function. Deficiency leads to hearing decline. Magnesium and zinc help protect against noise-induced damage. Eat 2 servings of fatty fish weekly. Add leafy greens, pumpkin seeds and eggs to your plate. Let food be your hearing medicine. Move more to circulate better. Blood flow equals brain power, equals hearing health. Simple movement boosts circulation to the ears and brain, especially areas linked to sound and memory. A Harvard study showed that 30 minutes of walking 5 days a week lowered dementia risk by 35%. Walk daily, try dancing, or do seated exercises if you're limited. Keep the blood flowing, keep the brain glowing. Stay social, stay sharp. When hearing fades, many people pull back from social life. That isolation, it's like fertilizer for cognitive decline. Staying connected keeps your brain processing voices, emotions and quick decisions, all powerful protectors. Join a walking group, call family often, attend church or community events. Regular conversation literally builds new brain connections. Train the brain with sound. Neuroplasticity is your superpower. Yes, even at 70+. Sound-based brain training helps sharpen processing speed and memory. Think music, language learning, audio puzzles, listening games. Play an instrument, learn a new song, or try apps that stimulate auditory memory. Keep challenging your brain with sound. So, remember, my darling viewer, your hearing is not just about ears, it's about protecting your identity, your conversations, your connection to life itself. And these 7 steps? They're your escape plan from silence, confusion and decline. Let me tell you about Mr. James, a 72-year-old retired teacher. For years he thought his forgetfulness was just old age. He struggled to follow conversations at church. He stopped attending his reading club. His world got quieter and smaller. But everything changed when he finally got his hearing tested. The result? Mild to moderate hearing loss, something he hadn't even noticed creeping in. He got fitted with modern hearing aids. And within weeks, his focus improved, his memory sharpened, and most of all, his joy returned. He rejoined his club, started reading aloud to his grandchildren again, and even said this, "It wasn't my memory going, it was my ears. And now I feel like myself again." And science confirms it. A 2023 Johns Hopkins study showed that seniors who used hearing aids saw nearly 50% lower risk of cognitive decline, even if they started late. So yes, it's not too late. If you're hearing less, remembering less, or feeling withdrawn, you can turn it around. You can reclaim clarity, confidence, and connection. Because your story isn't over. It's just beginning to sound beautiful again. Your ears are the gateway to your world, and your brain. It thrives on sound, on laughter, music, conversation, life. Don't let silence steal what's precious. If you're over 60 or care about someone who is, get a hearing test this week. It's simple, it's painless, and it could protect years of sharp thinking and joyful living. Hearing loss isn't just an ear issue, it's a brain issue. And the sooner you act, the stronger your future becomes. Share this video with a loved one. You might just save their memory or their life. And if you want more powerful science-backed tips to protect your health after 60, subscribe now and join a community that's living sharper, stronger, and smarter every day. Because your story is still being written, and your brain deserves every beautiful sound.